say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Let's talk about marriage.
They have like a 2-second rebound rate and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
Parenting. Oh my gosh.
They have sucked the pretty right out of me. They treat me like it, and I do their laundry. Lucky me.
Sex.
I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Scary stuff like ghosts. I know it's totally out of left field, but just go with me on this.
Boo, you whore.
Love.
I give you what you need. That's all. I'm talking about taking care of each other the best you can. What's wrong with taking care of a woman? She takes care of you.
Friendships.
Wink and her necklace says best friends forever.
Sure you wanted to say forever? I don't think you guys will be best friends forever, no offense, but sometimes you grow apart. And maybe she'll find a new best friend. They end up doing everything together.
I don't want to make it a thing.
But let's do it. Let's make it a thing. Whatever you're going to talk about right now, let's make it a thing.
We're going to be completely honest.
Oh, God.
Right now.
Okay.
Today was awful. It was awful.
You had a bad day.
I had a bad day. I have really bad, which I think this is now kind of like something that a lot of people say, but I had such bad anxiety and I just cried all day long from like 9 a.m. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about sobbing, like I couldn't breathe for 7 hours straight. I don't know what was going on. It has to be something with my medicine. I'm being just dead honest right now.
Okay.
Which I don't think you should be ashamed of the fact that you may have to take medicine, but it was awful. I cannot tell you the last time I had a day that was so awful. And I don't know what triggered it. I don't know. It's definitely a swing. If we're being honest, I'm completely bipolar. And it's okay for me to say that.
Yeah.
And not that you're looking at me like it's not okay, but I'm just saying. And today was a bad swing. It was a swing. And thank you for being here and saying like, this is a swing and you're going to come out of it. But it was awful. So, and I'm getting to a point here.
Okay.
So it was literally 7 hours of just sobbing, like uncontrollable, can't catch my breath. By the end of the day, my head was pounding and I only stopped because Murphy was getting off the bus and I thought I've got to pull my shit together. But other than that, it was garbage. So I do this thing when I have really bad anxiety where this is going to sound so stupid, but I like hold my breath. And so I thought tonight I'm going to get Murphy into bed. I'm going to get that all done. I'm going to get into a hot bath and I'm going to just calm myself. And so I did. I took a bath and I'm like, okay, I'm coming out of this haze. It's so hard to explain if you've never had this problem, if you're not, and I felt good. They say when you're depressed or when you're dealing with something, you have to take little baby steps. You're not going to, what's so funny is right before this happened, I had this day of like insane productivity where I was like cleaning the backyard and I'm cleaning the garage and I'm cleaning out my closet and I feel so good. And I'm like, God, yes. And then everything just kind of crashed down. So anyway, take a bath tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, I'm calming down. I can breathe again. And I go downstairs to see what you're doing. And you fucking jumped out at me from a dark room and scared me so bad. And Ryan knows don't laugh. I hate being scared, like jump scared. It just grinds on me. And so after the day I had, I'm like, okay, I feel zen. I put some like moisturizer on. I feel like, okay, tomorrow's going to be a better day. And you jumped out at me. Do you want to explain? Because you were here for the complete swing of the bipolar meltdown. Yep. And you kind of threw me back into it a little bit. After that happened, I'm like, okay. Good. Okay. What do you, after 17 years of seeing the ups and downs, what made you think it would be funny to hide in a dark room and then jump out at me?
I wasn't hiding in a dark room. I was in my office and walking out of my office and I heard you. Number one.
Did you hide?
No, I was in my office.
Brian, did you, because you said I was waiting for you to walk by.
You said, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I was waiting. No, I was in my office in our house and I heard you coming.
Oh, okay. You heard,
so I
was like a deer coming quietly.
I took 2 steps and I was like, oh, she's coming. And
I'm going to completely.
Hold on. You asked me a question and then you just.
I'm still
Dear
mad.
God. And you were coming and I was just like, that's all I did. I wasn't like a booga 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 chasing you down the hallway there.
It doesn't, first of all, don't act like saying ha versus a booga booga. It's like any different.
Okay. So anyways, it was just a quick, you're walking by my office. I was walking out. That's all it was. Now
you were you turned.
Listen to me.
Oh my God. I hate you right now.
Listen. In my defense, as a husband of someone that is bipolar manic depressive and understands all of these swings with the manic and the depressive and was with you trying to get you to breathe today.
Like literally, it sucks.
Right. Trying to do all the things to calm you down, being with you, grounding you.
That's what I call it. I will say that I will tell Ryan, I need you to, this sounds weird. I need you to come ground me. And that means I'm going to sit in the chair and I need you to sit with me and I need you to hold me like my legs or my hands. I need you to hold them really tight, like push down. And it's very grounding to me because I feel like when these swings happen, which luckily, and God, knock on wood, now I'm freaked out that that something's flared up, but when these things happen, it feels like you're out of control. Like you have no control. You're spiraling. You're freaking out about stuff that's just ridiculous. On a normal day, I'd be like, that is so stupid. It's fine. And it's a million things running through your head. Again, I'm explaining this to you because you luckily do not come from any kind of mental health stuff. And again, I think mental health is such like a buzz thing now where it's like, I have anxiety. And I don't want to like minimize anyone and how they feel, but I feel like either it's just an epidemic or maybe people.
You are clinically diagnosed as bipolar 2 manic depressive.
So today was a bad day. So Ryan scared me and it pushed me kind of back into it.
The day.
After I had like,
oh dear God,
you know what? I'm gonna let it go.
Hold on, because I did spend a good majority of the day comforting, trying to ground you, talking with you, trying to make you laugh, trying just about anything I could. I was basically like Carrot Top, bringing out all the props, trying to get you to be okay.
My favorite part, and I love you, and I think it's great that you. And I truly appreciate because what's great, but what's also kind of scary to me is that you are kind of the only person that can knock me out of this swing. And I keep calling it a swing because that's what it is. I mean, you're manic or you're depressive or you're manic. And today was just a complete panic of, I don't know what happened, but, you're like the person that could bring me out of it. But what makes me laugh thinking back now is you come upstairs. I'm sobbing. It's been hours. I don't want to bother you because you're working. And I'm like, I gotta get through this. I gotta figure this out. So I'm not this weak person, which I shouldn't feel that way. And I said, I don't know what's going on. And I can't stop crying. And Ryan goes, you know why you struggle with this, right? Because you're so good looking that you have to have this major flaw to balance out how hot you are, which I appreciate. I don't feel hot because my face is puffy. Snot's running down. I'm like, ugh. I'm surprised you didn't take the next step and go, now take your shirt off. Let's play doctor today. But I do so much appreciate you. And I'm telling you that, which I told you this before. It's not like something I waited until we were recording to tell you. But yeah, it was a rough day. And again, it kind of scares me because when I was about 22, I went into a really dark place and it lasted for months and months. And it ended up me driving myself to the hospital and checking myself in. This is very deep. I don't think I've ever really told many people about this. And I checked myself in and I just said, something's wrong. I can't get control of how I feel. And I'm just freaking out. I'm like at a level 10. So I'm very appreciative of you. But if we can just kind of pivot a little bit away from scaring me at the end of the day, after I've kind of mellowed, lit candles, meditated, leveled myself out. Like, I'm proud of myself that I was able to pull myself in. But again, it kind of scares me because I don't want this to be like, you're laughing.
I'm laughing because
so awful.
Number one, I did it. But number two,
and you're like proud of it, laughing.
No,
yes,
no,
you are.
I'm laughing because I felt bad. And you walk down the hallway and you go upstairs, and I heard you like mumbling, swearing at me as you were walking
Son
upstairs.
Of a bitch.
Like, this motherfucker.
That's because then my heart starts racing again. Naturally, you scared me. And when you have like this horrible panic, like a swing,
Shit.
It's just this feeling of I try to explain it to Ryan. It's just this feeling of it's like you're covered with a blanket and you're just suffocating.
That is the weird thing to me. Lord knows I've tried to talk with you about it and help you in the moment. Not that I know what I'm doing, but today I was just talking with you, and I came upstairs after I was done with the call, and I heard you just hysterically crying and couldn't catch your breath. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I could not get you to actually breathe.
Yeah, I do this thing, and I do it with pain too. Like when I was giving birth to any of my children, I don't know why, but I hold my breath. And it's really weird. Like I can't breathe. And so I have to kind of be told, which is so dumb. I have to be told to breathe. It's hard to explain, but Ryan knows, the steps to take after he asked me to take my top off. He says, now take some deep breaths. And no, but it was an incredibly rough day. So thank you for that. And I genuinely try not to do this. And I like to think it is very rare, but I will occasionally have to plug in like an older show and just kind of sneak it in. Maybe somebody hasn't heard an older episode, like from January.
Sure.
But the other day, you've been really sick. I've been struggling with these manic depressive situations. And so I plugged in an old episode.
Yeah.
And the episodes post to Facebook automatically every day. And somebody commented and they're like, is this an old episode? And I totally got called out. I'd like to thank that person for being like a damn detective.
Yeah.
And so thank you for holding me accountable. Because another thing about, this mental stuff is that, you have to push yourself to do stuff. You have to push yourself to record. Not everybody, but I do. You have to push yourself to fold laundry. You have to push yourself to get out of bed. You have to push yourself. So I appreciate being held accountable. And I told Ryan, now that I'm wide awake again, I was just super. And you know what? I also took some Advil PM.
Oh.
Because I thought, I just want to get knocked out and sleep this off, wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed, and hopefully that I won't be hysterically crying again for 7 hours. But I will say this is the worst it's been since I was in my 20s. And I don't know what triggered it. That's what's the frustrating thing about this is you just don't know what triggers it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's not anything that happened. It's just you wake up one day and you just can't breathe. And so thank you for getting me through that. But also, you son of a bitch. You really got my heart started again. And now I'm wide awake.
That's kind of what you were mumbling as you were going up the stairs.
And because that wonderful person, and I don't want to call this person out, I've never met this person, but that's like in my head now where I'm like, all right, because of this one person who's really paying attention, I got to rally. They don't know me and I don't know them, but I appreciate that. So in other news, to move on from this very kind of depressing topic, in other news, you know what? I saw a bird today. Like I saw a really cool
Like a
bird. No, not that kind of bird.
Okay.
I saw like a really cool bird.
Outside?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me this story.
Well, the actual story is there's a new study out. It's called the bird theory, and it's a relationship study.
Oh, God.
And
I walked into this one.
you walked right into it, where this is what you should do. And people are doing this and recording it and putting it on like TikTok. That's where I saw it, where your partner says, I saw a bird today. And then you judge based on your partner's reaction. If you get the brush off, like, I don't care, or wow, way to go, that's great. If you have a partner that's like, that's so great, like, awesome, what did the bird look like? You failed this one.
I asked you if you've seen the bird, like goose.
You
The
flip
bird
me
is
off and you
by
go,
itself?
this bird, damn, you're on fire today. You are getting the 2025 Husband of the Year award. Yeah, I know, but it's called the bird theory. And listen to how this all works, and maybe try it with your spouse, and maybe your spouse won't flip you the bird.
The latest relationship test on social media to go viral is the bird theory. It starts with a casual comment.
You know, when you were inside, I saw a really pretty bird.
A bird?
I saw a bird today. I
forgot to tell you that I saw a bird today.
A bird? The test is how the partner responds.
Wait, I saw a blue jay the other day too. No, literally, I saw one on my run.
Do they engage
Pointed beak, rounded beak.
or not?
Why are you telling me?
These tests have racked up millions of views.
What are your thoughts on the bird theory? What they say is it all kind of, as you heard in the audio that I just played, it all kind of boils down to like your partner and how they react. Do they care? Do they listen to what you're saying, or do they brush you off?
Okay. So I'm going to say two things on this.
Okay.
Three things. One,
Yes.
I didn't brush you off. I had fun with you.
That's what I need
This
right
bird-
now.
Number two, we talk about birds in this household like 4 hours a day.
I will say I am kind of like, I love birds. I love feeding birds. I get so excited when I see the birds coming and eating the food that I set out. I don't know what it is. I am a total bird nerd. I love, and we get all kinds of really cool birds. God, see, I'm falling into
This is what I'm
something
saying.
that's like
You
not
talk-
interesting.
You
to
talk about
95% of
so much bird,
God, I love
right? I'm like, oh my
birds.
God, this bird, that bird, whatever. Okay. The third thing I will say about this is you're going to judge me and our relationship off of a 9:30 p.m. Do you like birds? I saw a bird today. After me consoling you for 7 hours as you were crying.
That's true.
But you're going to judge me on a random TikTok challenge.
Yeah.
Of you saw a bird.
So here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Moving on from the bird thing, because that's not like something you could really dive into. It's black or white. I'm interested to know from somebody who your family doesn't have any history of this. Really, of mental health stuff? Not your immediate family, like your sisters. Are you in what does your family have?
Well, how about this? Maybe it's the side of the family you haven't met.
Okay, but that doesn't count because there's a lot of drug use and all that kind of stuff on that side. So that could also be attributed to that.
Sure.
Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm being rough. Maybe the drug use is because there was a point today where I thought, damn, maybe drugs would help. You know, people on drugs seem really happy and carefree, and
they got their life just humming.
So my question is, somebody who has never dealt with anything like this, I'm just wondering, in your eyes, what is that like? Are you like, what the f is going on with her? Or by now, are you kind of used to it? Do you remember a time where you were like, this is way too heavy? I take about 8 pills a day to kind of control this situation. Does that ever freak you out? Because I'm trying to like put myself in your situation where if tomorrow you woke up and you just hysterically cried for 7 hours, I would be like, what is going on here?
Sure. I wouldn't say it freaks me out. But you've also told me, and I think of this, that when things get dicey or hairy or out of control is typically when I'm at my calmest. That's typically like, oh, no, I'm in. I got this.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think with you, that's where when I see that happening, that's like, all right, time to relax, time to jump in, take care of this and go with it rather than freaking out and being like, I'm calling the doctor. What the hell is going on with you? Oh my God.
Which is, and no fault to her, but growing up dealing with this, my mom was out. She didn't know what to do. And you know what? One of the reasons I was crying today is I was like, what if the kids have this? I know Sophie has anxiety. I don't think it's to the level that I have it. I hope the trickle down has maybe watered it down for her. But I think of like Murphy. I know Cooper's like super carefree and totally cool. But I think, oh my God, I don't want Murphy to have to deal with this. And it runs thick in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you throw a stone and you're going to hit somebody that has serious mental issues. And so it's but I'm curious as to
no, I mean, I get
what
that
it's
part.
like
I'll talk
for
about
you.
that in a second. But for me, it is more just making sure that you're okay, because you'll like, scratch or be.
I sound insane.
No. You just kind of like you scratch like under your neck a little bit. You just kind of scratch.
I do. I
it.
get like a rash when and then I kind of like rub my neck. I'm going to have the like worst wrinkles.
I love how you ask me questions and I start answering them and you just keep talking. That's probably the best part about this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet. Be gentle with me because you just scared the shit out of me. So go ahead and answer.
But no, I think it's just really for me as your spouse is to make sure that you're fine when those things are happening and to understand that this is something that is taking place now, but it's not who you are. So, okay, let's just work through this. Let's deal with it. And also to kind of exude that it is okay. This is fine. I think that, much like when a kid gets hurt, they kind of look to their parents to see how hurt they are.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And if their parents are freaking out, well, I'm really hurt. Oh my God. But if the parents are sort of like, dust it off, you're going to be good. Okay, we're good. I think you have a little bit of that same thing where it's like, if I start freaking out about how you're acting, well then shit, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But if I come to you and like, we're good, we go through all of our exercises, we work on this together, all the things that we do, and you end up being fine. And then I plot my revenge 5 hours later to scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, I know. And you just rack it up again and that's it. But
that's how I approach it. Now, as you're talking about the kids, that's something that I have all the appreciation for the world on, because there are things that I have that would just kill me if they were passed on. I would hate it so much for them. But anyways, there are things like that they got from me that I would just, I forget about it. I would hate that for them. So that part I get, like, oh, please don't have them have this. Please don't have them have this. Completely understand. But for me dealing with it with you, yeah, it's just, let's be calm. Let's work our way through this. Let's do all the stuff that we do. That's kind of what I see. But then also, I think I told you today that you get worried that it's annoying me.
yeah, because I couldn't imagine, like I said, dealing with that. And I would say it happens regularly. Today was like a massive situation. I'll have, occasional kind of dips, and I have to have you kind of remind me, like, you're in a swing right now, you're in a dip, and you're going to swing back out of it and you're going to feel better. But I wonder, I do sometimes worry that, are you eventually going to be like, would you just stop? Like, calm down.
That's what I had to tell you today, because I'm Carrot Top, throwing all the props out at one point, not necessarily trying to make you laugh, but essentially trying all kinds of different things, right? With you, other than being calm, just to kind of get your mind off of it and whatnot. And when those don't work, it's a little annoying that they're not working, but I'm annoyed that they're not working, not that you're feeling bad. And so I had to tell you today, like, hey, you're not annoying me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just know that we worry about you don't worry about me worrying about you. It's fine.
And you know what? I kind of feel weird like saying the actual diagnosis because I think, are people going to hear this and think she is unstable?
I mean, yeah, they're going to.
You think so?
Yeah.
But not everybody, right?
I mean, I don't know anybody who's ever met you who's been like, she's stable.
Really? I am not that out of
I'm
control.
kidding.
My
Kidding.
God. Again, with the Carrot Top situation.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened today. It was just fucking fabulous, but it's a swing. You know, it's a swing, it's a dip and it'll come back out. And I think that that's kind of the scary thing about it is when you're in the midst of it, like an episode, it feels like you're not going to come out of it. This is just, you're just going to suffocate. And that's just not to be a downer or anything today, but I'm just being honest. I could come on and be like, ha, but I don't feel like that. I feel like going to bed and just sleeping it off, hopefully. Anyway, that's it. That's literally all the time we have today. Isn't that weird? I like talked about myself the whole time.
How do you feel about it?
Kind of, like I said, a little bit worried that that's how it's people are going to associate. And, you know, like, cause I know a lot of people, there are people who I've never met who listen to this. And there are people who I do know who listen to this, like friends and parents of Murphy's friends. And I don't want anyone to ever think like I'm gonna, you know, I don't want to say, you know, stab anyone or anything, but I don't want anyone to look at me and think, oh shit, she's unstable. You know what I mean? Because it's not like that.
Sure.
Anyway, that's what my day was like. It was a bad day, but I don't think that I'm alone. I think that there are people probably listening who maybe not to that level, maybe to that level, maybe worse than that level. I don't know. I'm very grateful that you were here, and you can never, I have to die before you. That just has to be a thing because I literally, you're the only person that can step in and ground me and say, this is temporary, you know, it's, you know, and remind me of that stuff. And I'm grateful for you. And then you jump out at me in a dark room and I think, no, you son of a bitch.
That's just to like build up your immunity, essentially, where like, hey, guess what?
Yeah, you're alive.
You can do this.
Wow. I love your justification of stuff. It's just my favorite. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode.
Scared me, asshole.
Oh, I was walking up phone. And you know what? You knew I was pissed because you did that thing where you gave me a hug really quick and you wouldn't let go. And you're like, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, don't touch me. Do not touch me. I just came out of it and you pushed me back in. But I'm going to brush it off. I'm going to go to bed.
It was one of those angry mumbling up the stairs. Like, you love me, but you can't believe you married me at the same time. Like,
yes.
That's what it was.
It's a really good way of explaining it. Thank you to my wonderful sponsors who also keep me going. Because I think the thing about this is you have to be so consistent with it. And people spend their money just for me to mention their stuff. And so if I don't do that, then I'm not really holding my end of the bargain up. So in a way, it's kind of nice. Again, I have to be pushed, but that's okay. I feel better knowing that we did it. It feels good getting it all out and telling you about the bird I saw today, which again, you flipped me off and failed the test. We all heard it. You said, what, this bird? Anyway, some of these sponsors are they're Christiana Salon Spa, which the holidays are coming up. Great opportunity to get a gift card. I mean, and then the person could decide exactly what they need. Maybe I need to go in and get like an hour long, just like deep tissue massage just to kind of let go of stress. Or maybe I want to go get my hair done. Maybe I want to go get a facial or my nails done. That's just a great Zen place to go. There's garage door service and sales. If you have big jobs or small jobs, my parents own a storage facility and they had all their doors done by Garage Door Service and Sales. And it's like A+. And then there's Wilbur's Total Beverage. Again, the holidays are coming up. Start Pinteresting Those wonderful drinks that you're going to make for your family and friends, whether you're hosting or maybe you're going to someone's house. Holy cow, bring something that you made drink wise. And that is so great. Don't bring green bean casserole or a dessert. That shit's boring. Bring a good, strong drink. Wilbur's Total Beverage. It's locally owned and operated. It's family owned and operated. And they're located in Fort Collins off of College Avenue. And when you do go in there, if you wouldn't mind mentioning the podcast, that would sure be wonderful. Thank you guys so much for listening today. Sorry it was heavy, but I'm not going to lie and just pretend it was a fabulous day, because I don't think that's realistic for anybody. So I love you. Look at how sappy I'm getting. It's because I had an emotional day, but I do. I love you and thank you for listening. And tomorrow, it's the weekly roundup wrap-up brought to you by Christiana Salon Spa. Tomorrow will be a better day. I can feel it.